Hello everybody, welcome back for another episode of this Cleveland State Lacrosse Dynasty. We won our last game in the first round of the NCAA tournament against the Air Force Falcons, and now we are on to the Elite Eight, and we're taking on the Virginia Cavaliers, who ended up, go over to their part of the bracket, knocking off Notre Dame, one-goal match, 9-8. That's going to be our Elite Eight matchup. Meanwhile, the rest of the tournament, as you can see, the rest of the Final Four is actually already set. Robert Morris beat Albany by 1 goal, and Maryland knocked off Rutgers in a Big Ten matchup by 2 goals. So that's going to be one side, Robert Morris versus Maryland. And then over here, actually the 1 seed, Penn State, defeated North Carolina 16-12. So should we advance past Virginia, that's going to be our opponent in the next round. Have to take on number 1. Anyways, let's get into this game. It has been a while since I recorded, and I'm probably not as sharp as I would like to be going into this game, but we'll try and make it work. I might do the white jerseys and just have them wear their colored uniforms. And the offense was really stagnant in the last game. I was primarily using the 2-2-2 formation. So in this game, I'm going to go back to the 1-4-1, which I was really successful with earlier in the season. And I think that'll hopefully give us a lot better offensive opportunities. Virginia is definitely a really good team. So we're going to try and maximize everything that we can to give ourselves the best chance of winning. But really, I was thinking about it, and it's just the first season of this dynasty to already have made it to the final 8 teams. I mean, even if we lose this game, still consider this season a win. So it's been really fun doing this series. Definitely like to keep it going, at least for a few more seasons.
I'm Eamon McEnany. Hello and welcome. Looks like the stands are filling up here at the Cathedral. Couldn't ask for better.
And this is a neutral site venue, as after the first round of NCAA lacrosse tournament, there's no more hosting. They're set at predetermined sites, so nobody's really a home team in this game.
We are all set and ready to get this started.
We're underway.
Nice win on the face-off.
Estamera coming away with the face-off.
Out on top.
I need to get my pick my 1-4-1. There's usually playing at the X in our 1-4-1 formation. Estamera.
Slings it.
Oh, the defender knocked it there.
And they lose possession. Green ball.
Ackerson keeps the ball. Oh, and gets knocked away by the defender. That was a really nice defensive play by the Cavaliers early.
Knocked loose, and the flag goes up in the air. Gallant's ball. Chance for them now.
I feel like that flag is going to be on me. Oh yeah, it definitely is. I think I had just one too many guys over the line. Virginia will keep that and start our penalty.
Gallant's ball.
I'm going to attribute that to just being a little bit rusty, having not played this in a while. Not ideal when you're coming into the biggest game of the season, but now penalty's already over. We'll just try and play some good defense here. Good save by Koopman. Find some space, and we'll just try and work it up slowly. I don't need any more silly mistakes, at least in the early going. Norman Butler, left all alone on the left side. I dump it off to Estamera. Oh, Braswell, left wide open, gets this one started off with a bang.
To savor to open proceedings here at the Cathedral.
I really like this 1-4-1 formation in this game. It usually one of the 2 guys that are playing in the middle of the 4 are usually left open, or if you rotate the ball around, you can get it to them easily. It just leads to a lot more opportunities, I've found.
4 wins it for the home team.
It may just be that I don't really know the best way of playing some of the other formations, like strategically, but the 1-4-1 has definitely been working pretty well for me. Stamura dodging in the middle. Let it fly. And then the other nice thing is you always have that guy back at the X to have your back if you miss a shot. Not all the other formations set up that way, so there's another benefit of this particular offensive set.
23.
Yormick coming around from behind. Cade Ferris dodging down. Oh, almost had a good look at the net there.
And loses control of the ball. And it's turned over. Kretz opens up and shoots.
Koopman with a nice save. Circles the net. And the Vikings look to move it up the field. McIlvain dodging to the left. Down to Ackerson, popping up top and back down. Oh, and he hits an excellent goal. Vikings up 2-0 now after that one. I just charged straight at the defender, basically. And he didn't really throw a check. I mean, he was just trying to use his stick to stop me. Just not always super effective in this game.
Eyes on the X now for the restart.
A body check will stop guys in their tracks sometimes, whereas a stick checks, you can potentially knock the ball out, but doesn't always work.
23.
Yormick. Oh, Braswell. Oh, that's in the back.
Kyle, orange ball. Virginia to resume.
And now we got a quick penalty, so we'll see if we can't make them pay for that.
Leathers.
And we do.
3 in a row.
D. Leathers just left wide open in the middle. That was one of the easier goals you'll see, right through the goalie's legs from point blank range. 3-0 Cleveland State now. Really nice start for the Vikings. Sandor takes the face off. McIlvain bringing it down on the right side. Penalty's over. Oh, but still had the advantage temporarily. And that's a big goal for us. So we take a really commanding lead after that one. Right past 2 defenders and past the goalie. Virginia defense just all out of sorts at the moment.
4 at it again against 28. Watch them scrap, even if they don't win the initial draw. 4 cinches it.
McIlvain scooping up the face off.
Straight on attack.
Getting chased. Nobody coming out to help me out, unfortunately. Stamura drops the ball, picks it back up. Yormick will back it out. Trying to dodge around.
Here's a take. The shot is off target.
Oh, we're just letting shots fly from all over the place. Should be our ball still.
Wagner shoots. Goes wide.
Pretty good look from Wagner there, but shots not quite on target. And Stamura will look to back it out.
And knocked loose at midfield.
Ball does get knocked out, and that is conversely sometimes the problem with the 1-4-1 is that it can just get a little congested in front of the net sometimes. Oh, and Virginia gets on the board there.
I never thought that would happen.
Let's take one last look at that goal.
We are ready.
4-1 now, Cleveland State.
It's 4-1 for the home team.
Sandor having good success with the face-off X.
Making them look pretty ordinary so far.
Tossing into D. Leathers to Scott Ratliff. Long stick taking the shot and lets it fly. Not quite on target, unfortunately. Oh, that pass did not go where I was trying to send it, obviously.
Atkins has the ball now.
So we'll pull some of our guys back.
John. Lets one fly. And wide of the target.
Virginia uncorks one. 34 seconds left now in the quarter.
Looks to bury. Kratz.
Definitely a crease violation that time for Virginia. As we got 29 seconds now to try and make something happen offensively.
Wagner.
We're able to move the ball down the field pretty efficiently.
Shoots. Puts it wide.
Shot gets sent wide though. And Virginia will have the ball, 18 seconds left. See if we can't slow them going up the field here. Oh, big time check from Wagner. 10 seconds left for the Vikings. They get a transition opportunity. Oh, they can. Yormick makes them pay. What an exciting sequence that was. First the enormous check, and then Yormick getting off the really quick shot. That was definitely the way you want to finish out a quarter. Just 5 seconds left now.
Here we go now.
Probably not enough time for either team to get a shot off unless it goes really quickly.
Four comes up with it again. The home team
we'll just send it down there.
Their opposition at the X here today. Here's a look. End of the first. Virginia powering ahead after what turned out to be a high-scoring quarter. The home team will have plenty to talk over coming up to the second.
Take a quick look at stats after the one quarter. We've just been filling it up, the stat sheet, with the shots on goal. I mean, everything. It's been pretty good so far. We've won every face-off. We just pretty much got to keep doing what we're doing.
Face-off, so where teams can separate themselves.
Sandor wins the face-off yet again, so that's 8 now to the Vikings.
Not a pretty pass.
Well, for some reason, my passes are not going up the field.
Lay. Kenny Berry sails wide. Virginia.
And Burgess will track down that missed shot.
Koopman overstepping, miscalculation there. Gallant's ball.
Not exactly sure why I turned the ball over right there. Something that the goalie did, I guess.
Misses high. Gallant's ball.
Definitely have never seen that happen before.
Steps in and shoots.
Well, Virginia predictably makes us pay for the mistake, though. Getting their second goal of the game. Despite being pretty, played with some pretty good defense there, it looked like. Just a really nice shot. So, that'll happen in this game sometimes.
For Virginia, here again to face off.
Sandor gets back to doing what he does best, taking the face-offs. It's been a big reason why we've been as good as we have in this season. His efficient play at the X. Oh, and we were able to counter right back our own goal. Just driving down the middle.
The home team have been in dominant form.
6-2 now, Vikings.
The coach for the visiting side might want to consider giving someone else a try. Things clearly not going their way so
we just got to keep up the offensive pressure.
4 and 28.
The hope being that Virginia just can't keep up.
Wagner drops the hammer.
Oh, it looked like a pretty good shot, but we weren't able to get it to go, unfortunately.
49 brings the heat and
oh, Virginia dives down, gets the goal right back. It's the thing about playing, like, at this point of the season, all these teams are pretty good on offense. Like, nobody left is really slouches when it comes to that department, so you feel that pressure to score even more so than in the regular season, I would say.
4 gets in first, and the home team have the advantage.
Of course, we played a really tough schedule, so we've been feeling that pressure pretty much all along. Oh, as we get it into the long stick for the goal. Right in front of the net. I definitely felt that the regular season prepared us really well for this tournament. We just played so many ranked teams.
Expect to see the visiting coach make a change soon.
I'm trying to think of the teams that are left still. We definitely played and lost to Maryland. That was one of our 2 losses on the season. I don't think we played Penn State or Robert Morris, actually, but we played a lot of really good teams. So we're as prepared for this as, would be possible to be.
He launches one. Gallant's ball.
I guess maybe that was my teammate that went in the circle. Oh, ball bounces off the post.
Gallon's ball.
Because I definitely did. I was not anywhere close to the net on that one. Oh, and that time Virginia is able to just get a really quick goal. This game is turning into a high-scoring shootout. So our goalie is just late. Not a lot of defense being played there. Andorra just continues taking face-off after face-off. Get up to Matt Neufeld. He says, why not? Other long sticks are hitting shots. He comes right down the from the right side to the middle. Just letting her rip. It seems like it's just going to be that kind of game. Both teams pretty much getting what they want on offense. It's been interesting this season. Not every contest has been like that. I mean, if people have been watching this series, you know some of our games have been super low scoring. The last game against Air Force being like a prime example of it. But occasionally you get another offensive, like-minded offensive team. And then shots really start flying as we run to get the closest to the ball there and keep the possession. Oh, ball gets deflected away. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that one.
And it's turned over.
Zach Ambrosino beats me to it. And here come the Vikings back the other way. Or sorry, Cavaliers. Vikings back on their heels. Koopman making a nice save.
Transition opportunity for them now.
Our midfielders are definitely getting good workout in this game, running up and down the field. Here's Wagoner. Oh, squared up for the shot, but couldn't get it to go. Jackson Braswell saving it just before it goes out of bounds. Oh, Estamura had what I thought was a really good look at it, but could not get the shot on net. Just under 2 minutes left now before halftime. Oh, man. Thought the goalie would have been able to cut that off, seeing as how he was fading to give himself a less optimal angle, actually, but caught out of position. Goalies aren't always super quick to react in this game, I've noticed. At least not on the highest difficulty level. So if you can just get them out of place a little bit. As we get bumped to the outside.
23 with a goal. That's his second today.
Big shot from Yormark there as they just left him. Pretty much slipped right behind the defense there.
Well, they say the definition of
9-5 now. This Cleveland State's been hovering around this 4-goal lead for a minute now. Kind of been going back and forth after we initially got out to that 4-goal advantage. We just keep winning these face-offs, which is really important. It's the third time this game that I've been trying to throw a pass and it just goes out of bounds. Really frustrating. Part of that may just be due to being a little rusty. Definitely something to work on for the next half, though. Virginia finally gets a sloppy turnover as well to reciprocate. So 50 seconds left now. Cleveland State looking to clear the ball. Maybe get one more good opportunity. So carry it down the right side. Getting chased. Just careful not to throw it away accidentally that time. For dodging defenders.
Price has time. The ball goes
shot didn't quite go where I was hoping it would there.
The home team recover it.
We almost caused them to turn it over. 17 seconds left now. Try and avoid giving up a goal late here. Ball goes behind the net with 10 seconds. So we cut him off, and they'll throw the ball away.
Green ball.
There's 4 seconds left now. Doubt we'll really be able to get a good shot off with such little time. We'll let it go.
Virginia loses it.
And that's it for the first half.
Now.
It's been pretty high flying offensively for both teams. As you can see, 25 shots on goal. Well, 25 shots, 12 shots on goal for us, and then 13 and 7 for those guys. Yeah, pretty good offensive effort from both teams, I thought. Obviously, the face-offs we've been dominating. We haven't lost one. 16 face-off wins. I mean, that's incredible, obviously. And we've been doing a really good job, like, keeping the possession too. It's about a 3-to-1 ratio there. So it's just about everything we've been doing has been working so far. Just gotta stop. If we wouldn't have had those like 3 really silly turnovers, who knows? That could have added a little bit to this lead and maybe taken away a goal or two of Virginia's. So just pretty much got to keep doing what we're doing, trying to eliminate those silly mistakes.
28. Watch them scrap, even if they don't win.
As we get the second half started here, and we win our 17th face-off. I mean, we've been having good success at face-offs this year, but this is like on another level. Ackerson trying to lose his defender. He does. And gets right in the middle. Big time goal. Boom, right past the goalie's stick.
We are ready to resume play.
And it is up to a 5-goal advantage now for Cleveland State. Sandor wins it yet again.
Comes up with it again. The home team showing up their opposition at the X.
We turn it over. The pass that I thought he could have made, but admittedly he was pretty closely guarded there. Well, and then Virginia gets a dangerous pass. They're able to complete it though. Oh, good deflection for the defense that time. We'll let Kraus hang out in the back there. Oh, that was a dangerous situation for Cleveland State, but luckily we do not give up a goal. Here's Paget, dumps off to Estimera on the right side. Down to Braswell. Dodges away.
Gets away from trouble.
Trying to dodge. He does. Oh, and he hits the back of the net. You can really feel the momentum starting to shift in Cleveland State's direction now. The Virginia goalie's been struggling in this game. We already have had more goals than we did in the previous game, like halftime. Oh, he stepped right in front of my pass that time. Oh, and right back. So just as you feel the momentum really starting to go our way, Virginia just turns it around with a play like that. Super clutch play.
The home team have been in dominant form so far this game.
And it's a 5-goal advantage now.
Might want to consider giving someone else a try. Things clearly not going their way so far. Lacrosse is a game.
Peeling back, I see an open man over there on the right side. D. Leathers, we get it to him. Down into the offensive zone. Too closely guarded to do much with it though. But right back to D. Leathers. That was a little give and go, kind of like a basketball play almost. D. Leathers swing it back to the top. Oh, just again a little bit too much congestion there. He's got to dump it off. He's getting closely hounded. Cleveland State will just run a little bit of time here. Nothing wrong with that with a 5-goal lead. Until we find the open man. Finally get it to D. Leathers. Beauty. As we were able to just kind of stretch Virginia's defense out that time. It was a really good movement by the offense there. Working around to the open guy. It's doubling up Virginia now, 12-6, Cleveland State. Oh, and Virginia, I think, finally won their first face-off of the game. They do. But they quickly make an error of their own as they go right into the circle. Ball back to the Vikings. We send the ball all over the field, trying to move it up. Oh, and Yormick gets his hat trick, I believe.
Goal from 23.
Really nice ball movement by Cleveland State that time. That was about as close to perfect as you can get. Swinging the ball back and forth.
Who will come up with this face-off?
Oh, Virginia actually wins their second face-off in a row. We got to make sure we don't give up an easy one here, and we do. I was in a really tough position there defensively. I was like the only defender back. There were like 3 Cavaliers around the net. So you can see I bumped the top guy and he swung it down to the bottom. I had no chance. And the goalie didn't either, really.
Set and ready for the restart. It's
13-7
for the home team. 4 wins it for the home team.
And we get back to getting the face-off. Try and keep the ball in our short sticks possession.
Shoots. Goal.
Right to Estamura.
Could take over.
As that 1-4-1 formation is really paying dividends for us. We're just catching at those 2 guys that play in the middle. I mean, that's how the 1-4-1 really works best. The guy at the X can, you know, make timely passes and sets up easy opportunities in front of the net. Here, Brandon Price gets the ground ball. 14-7 lead now for Cleveland State.
Nice win on the face-off. 4 comes out on top.
Yormick tossing it down to Norman Butler. Into Braswell. Back to Brandon Price. Can he get behind the defense? Looks like he can. Can't put the shot on net, though. But Cleveland State does get the ball, keep the possession. Price dodging up. Down the middle. Oh, that was a great goal. Looked like he threw a shot fake. Oh, he did. Absolutely tremendous. Faked out pretty much the entire defense, it looked like.
The home team have been clicking at the X.
15-7 now. Cleveland State really firm control of this game. Looking to get to that Final Four and take on the #1 overall seed, Penn State. Just keep this season going. And just as I talk us up, what do? We turn it over. At least that one was in the direction of the guy I was trying to throw it to, not just totally out of bounds. I can live with that kind of turnover, I suppose.
Too high, though. Gallant's ball.
Oh, and that one had to be in the crease. And it is.
Price.
Cleveland State moving the ball up the field on the right side. Just Cade Ferris being chased. Dumping off to Ackerson. In front to Reed Wagoner. Taking some shots. He'll run away from the defense. Try and avoid turning the ball over. It's it to Brandon Price, and he takes a shot. Not a ton of space for the offense at the moment. We're getting hounded, and nobody's really coming out to help, unfortunately. And predictably, ball goes back to Virginia.
Oh yes, what pressure!
Pretty good stick work in the midfield there to knock the ball away. Oh, and again, back to Brandon Price. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, Braswell makes them pay. Pretty much left him wide open there. Beautiful shot, too. Banged it off the side of the post. That is 16-7 now, Cleveland State.
For the visiting side might want to consider giving someone else a try. Things clearly not going their way so far.
And just 23 seconds left. Cleveland State brings the ball up.
Anthony.
See if we can't get one last opportunity.
The ball goes to the ground.
Does not look that way as the ball gets knocked away. There's just 12 seconds left in the quarter. Trying to avoid giving up a late, silly goal here.
Ryan gets the pass.
3 seconds left, 2. Oh, I thought he was going to make that one.
Looking a bit one-sided here at the Cathedral. The home team
Third quarter comes to a close. Obviously, we took firm control of the game. With a 9-goal lead going into this last quarter, we just need to not totally implode, and we should be able to take the victory in this one.
4 for the home team, 28 for Virginia. Here again to face off. 4.
Sandor brings it up into the offensive zone.
Kenny Berry,
took the shot over the middle, but too many Cavaliers. I think his stick probably got bumped as he was shooting.
Ellison steps in and shoots. Shot is high.
And I think then, conversely, I was able to bump Cavalier's stick as he was shooting it there. You can really time the... we do give up a goal that time. If you're able to time the stick checks in this game, you can definitely affect the shots. Not much our goalie could have done about that one.
Back to the face-off X again.
Our lead cut to 8 now, 16-8. Estamera goes back to get it. Scott Ratliff bringing it down.
2 shoots, goes wide.
Nobody really stepped up to guard me, so thought, what the heck, let it fly. Pretty decent look.
With the shot.
Oh, some really beautiful ball movement that time. They were able to work it to both of the guys in front of the net. And the goalie just left kind of flat-footed there, just looking around, as he couldn't follow the ball as quickly as we were moving it.
Face-off is important. Let's see who comes away with it here.
17-8 now, Cleveland State.
4 gets in first.
I've noticed it is really difficult to kind of burn clock in this game, because if you have a lead late in the game, they start sending double teams at you, which inevitably leads to just guys open in front of the net as we hit yet another one. So it's almost easier to just keep playing aggressive offense and letting the shots fly than trying to sit on it, in which case inevitably the defense usually catches you and is able to knock the stick or knock the ball out of your stick.
Between 4 and 28.
So Virginia is going to start sending double teams at us. I mean, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing basically.
The home team have the advantage.
And we'll try and run this score up if we can.
Steps in to shoot. Virginia lose it.
Oh, that time the shot gets bumped.
Shoots. Saved by
Oh, nice save by Koopman.
Get a chance now.
If you kind of slow play the defense as they're sending the double teams at you, you can beat them. You get them to commit and leaves your guy wide open. Cade Ferris getting chopped there.
Smith.
Oh, Trip Smith, backdoor cut. Logan Ackerson catches the ball, which ricochets away.
6.
Some more beautiful ball movement from the Vikings that time, but nice save by the Virginia goalie. He's been having a rough game, but that was a pretty good stop that time.
Riley with the shot.
Oh, Virginia lets a long one go. Trip Smith in the midfield to Stephen Riley, and we'll just carry it down to the right side. As you can see, they're really sending guys after us now. Oh, and as you see, I wasn't aggressive enough, and then it's hard to sometimes throw a pass if they're converging on you like that.
He's in.
Oh, and Virginia gets one back. Just about 2.5 minutes left in this game. Actually, a really nice goal off the side of the post as well, like the one that I had earlier. Sandor comes away with yet another face-off. I mean, he's just been incredible today. And we'll just try and run a little clock here if we can. D-Leathers moving it down to the corner. See if they can't get them to send their double team. They do. Here's Braswell. Thought about it, but runs away from the double team. I did step in the circle that time.
Lay with the shot.
I mean, the key now is just not to give up goals really quickly. Just try and make Virginia take as much time as possible.
Newfield.
Braswell dodging. Oh. Back around to the outside. Virginia is sending their double team. It's Brandon Price.
Leathers.
Found Leathers, but stepped away from the goal. In fact, what I was trying to do was step down.
They've been giving this man a rough run of it today. And he does well with that one. Shoots. Not on target. Gallant's ball.
Just about a little over a minute left now. Cleveland State just got to hang on to make this one official.
Has the ball.
Oh, man, that was a hard shot. It actually bounced off the back of the net and back out. It was so hard. Oh, that looks like it actually didn't go in, but it might have just been the animation. I definitely heard it hit the net. Sandor wins the faceoff.
Wins it for the home team.
And Sestamura will try and settle it down on the zone.
The home team come up with it.
Oh, Virginia's been able to force us into some turnovers here late. Almost makes you wonder if they've been playing this way all along, if they would have done a little better. Shot goes off the target. We'll just let it go out of bounds.
Green ball. McElliott.
Here's Cade Ferris. It's to Ackerson. The Vikings are just going to run time now.
Leathers.
Leathers took one last shot. Was not able to hit it though. And the clock's going to run out on the Vikings. Or the Virginia, rather. The Vikings taking this victory, and we were going to the Final Four. Coming into this season, I had no real expectations for how it was going to go. I have not played a full season yet of this game, so just getting to this point, I mean, it's been a pretty awesome run. And like I said before this game, I mean, at this point, if we lose one of the next, couple games, it's hard to feel too disappointed just because, I mean, we won a lot of games this season, scored a lot of goals. This game, obviously, we were able to be a lot more successful offensively than we were in the last game. So you see Adam Sandor, rightfully so, winning the most valuable player award for all those face-offs that he took, and you see he got 18 ground balls and 30 face-off wins to just 2 for Virginia. It's totally clutch in this game. Had really good ball movement too, 149 passes. So it was awesome effort. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, and yeah, look for the next episode. We'll be in the Final Four taking on Penn State Nittany Lions. Till next time, guys. Peace.